What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. So yesterday we do go ahead and cash a 5.25x, as you will see in yesterday's game, Pittsburgh versus Miami. I took Aaron Rodgers over, and I took DK Metcalf over longest reception. So DK actually had two pretty long receptions. He had one for 21 yards earlier in the game, and I was like, man, he's gonna barely miss this, isn't he? And then he comes through with a catch, honestly at like he gets like a 10-yard catch, and he just breaks like 3 or 4 tackles into the end zone, gets 28 yards from it, and yeah, really good performance by him, of course. And then Aaron Rodgers does go over as well. So without this 28-yard catch, DK would have went under, and Aaron Rodgers would have went under. But again, when a receiver performs, the quarterback's going to perform. When the quarterback performs, the receiver's going to perform. So really great stuff there. And we do go ahead and cash this on the VIP. Now, yesterday, this was the play of the day yesterday. I feel like we got completely robbed yesterday. Leave a comment down below if you also feel like we got robbed, man. We took Tua over. We took A-Chain over as well. Absolutely perfect call here. It did not look good in the first half. Tua had like 60 yards in the first half, but as I always say, when a team is losing the game, he literally got like 200 yards in the second half. Did he play amazing? Not really. It's just because he threw the ball probably 20 plus times in that second half because he was losing the entire time. So Tua over, A-Chain over. These guys, perfect call together. Again, this is extremely correlated together, as I always talk about. But man, Brook Lopez does not even play 1 minute, and this is a complete heartbreaker. I honestly thought we would get like a 2.5x because we hit two out of the 3. I mean, we didn't miss this one. He literally just doesn't even come in the game, and they completely refund it for us. So I feel like we got completely screwed here. Really, tough, right? We got refunded this play when we should have got something out of it here. Brook Lopez, he wasn't out or anything. He didn't even get announced out before the game. He just straight up does not come in the game. I have no idea why. And yeah, if he played 1 minute, then we would have hit this for a 2.5x or 2.25x. So really tough there. I mean, obviously I want to get you guys the win. I did the best I could, but Brook Lopez unfortunately did not play, which is tough, right? This is the type of stuff that's going to sometimes happen in betting where it feels unfair. Seems like PrizePicks kind of screwed us here, but it is what it is. We're going to obviously have to move on. And Kawhi Leonard, this was the other play of the day on ONYX. Took him under 35.5. Really simple call here. I think he gets like 27 or something PRA. So he goes way under this line in NBA terms. And yeah, really nice cash on ONYX. As I always talk about with ONYX, guys, here's pretty much like the last 10 entries on ONYX. You're going to see I have, I don't even know. I think this is like 1, 2, 3 losses out of 10. So we were like 7 and 10. And then this actually adds on to it. So I guess we were like 8 and 3, so to speak, in the last 11 entries. And ONYX is one of those things where it's just a slow bankroll builder. We're not going to get one, massive 10x entries. That's not really what I do on ONYX. I don't play like plus 1,000 entries like I do on PrizePicks sometimes. But it's really slow, consistent bankroll because we do a lot of player props, we do some spreads and stuff, and yeah, we can make a lot of money on ONYX just kind of consistently doing that. Rounding out the day, this was actually a play I took earlier in the week. You'll see, obviously, I kind of doubled down on the Tua A-Chain thing, and then this was obviously a close one with League of Legends, and then this one, I also doubled down on League of Legends, which was a 3 out of 4. But you'll see in League of Legends, it's very similar to the NFL. As I always talk about in the NFL and in college football, I'm taking pairs of players to either go over together or under together. And in League of Legends, it's very similar stuff. It's actually honestly simpler to understand and explain because obviously, we all get it, right? If a quarterback goes over, the receiver, the running back, whoever the pass catcher is probably going to go over together. But in League of Legends, it's literally as simple as if a team is winning the game, most players are going to go over together. If a team is losing the game, so if they lose the video game, so to speak, then they're going to go under together. So I didn't watch this game. Like this game happened at like 3 a.m. or something because a lot of these games are being played in like Korea. But I can tell you right now that this team lost their game. So I took their overs, but they lost. They probably went 0-2, so they got destroyed 2 games in a row. And that is why this guy literally only got 2 kills, and this guy only got 4 kills because they lost their game. So they went under together. Now I can tell you right now that this team probably won their games because they went over together. Again, I didn't even check the scores, but again, I can tell you guys right now they are extremely, extremely correlated together. So before we get into the entries, guys, a couple of things. If you do want to get a signed Odell Beckham jersey, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe every single day in December, and go ahead and do that today. Again, comment who you think is going to win the Super Bowl this year, or something positive, or whatever you want to comment, right? Maybe say that Brook Lopez should have played, we should have got at least something from that entry. But of course, guys, giving this away before Christmas, so gonna be doing this in the next couple of days here. So go ahead and like and comment and get all your likes and comments in, so you can get entered in this giveaway. I did talk about ONYX odds. We do have an ONYX play today. We have a PrizePicks 3-man, and then we have a play on BETR, which is going to be utilizing a discount. for this NBA Cup game. So a really big game tonight. And then we also have a football game. We have Jacksonville State versus Troy. And I forget what bowl game it's called, but a nice, college football game, kind of smaller teams. And I'm going to be getting into why I really like that entry as well. So first and foremost, guys, on ONYX odds, Josh Hart under 1.5 3-pointers made. I like this all the way to minus 135. All right. So I really like this entry, Josh Hart under 3-pointers made. And this is going to be the play of the day on ONYX. Again, I showed you guys we have been doing very, very well over the past, 2 weeks, 3 weeks on ONYX. And if you guys do want to get ONYX odds, on top of winning a lot, you will actually get $100 in free bets. So you'll see right here, spend 10, get $100 in free picks with my code detective. And all of these states right here in the purple is where ONYX odds is available. You'll see this is pretty much how it looks, all the rewards here that you'll get for signing up for ONYX. And you'll get all of these free picks for signing up for ONYX. You can bet on whatever you would like. They have spreads, they have money lines, they have player props. You can pretty much do whatever you want on ONYX odds. And again, you'll get completely free money. You can text me ONYX right here to my number on the screen, or you guys can go ahead and click that link, in the first link in the description, and that should take you to the play. If you don't have ONYX yet, it'll sign you up with my code, and then again, put that $10 in. You'll get 1 month free of the VIP. All right. So second pick of the day is going to be on BETR, and then I will get into the PrizePicks play. Again, with BETR, guys, you can do the same thing. Text me BETR. I don't talk about BETR enough, really. But you'll get 10 free bucks, like literally just for signing up, and then you'll get a $200 deposit bonus. Okay, so if you put $200 in, you'll get matched on that $200. So you're pretty much getting a free $200. So with ONYX, with BETR, you could walk away with $300 in free bets by just putting some money into these apps. You're pretty much like doubling, if not tripling, your money. And actually, on ONYX, you're 10xing your money, right? It's $10 to instantly get $100, which is crazy. With BETR, guys, obviously there's Taco Tuesday today, which I'm gonna get into on PrizePicks. But on some of these, lesser known apps, so to speak, I mean, they are technically like smaller than PrizePicks, I would say, but BETR, Sleeper, Chalkboard, these apps that I talk about a lot, it's not just because I have codes with them, guys. I'm telling you guys right now, get on these apps, check them once a day, especially on days where there's like the NBA Cup. You're going to see this a lot more in the end of December and in January once we start getting into the playoffs for college, once we start getting into the playoffs for the NFL. These apps spam discounts because they want people betting on their apps during these winter months, right? During these months where there's huge games going on, that's when they know they get a lot of users. There's 3 discounts today on BETR, okay? And this is how it is pretty much every single day on BETR and on Sleeper. So again, sign up for these apps. It's a no-brainer to get these apps, get these discounts. You'll see Wimby is discounted from 33.5, which actually right now on PrizePicks, I believe his line is 34.5. 33.5, and he's discounted all the way down to 25.5 points plus rebounds. Oh, actually, no, his line's a little bit higher because I thought this was PRA. But yeah, points plus rebounds, guys, 25.5. This is discounted down very heavily, so I'm going to take that. And then we're going to take Jalen Hurts under 19.5 completions. I love this one. This is a super good play right here on BETR. You could also take this on PrizePicks. I also like his under pass attempts, which is I think at 30 or 30.5. So Jalen Hurts under is really good. Victor Wembanyama to go over on that discount is also very good, okay? So again, sign up for BETR. You can just text me the word BETR right here to my number. It's literally as simple as that. You'll get a free month of the VIP. All right, and then let's get into the PrizePicks entry of the day. As you guys saw yesterday, we went 2 out of 2. We walked away with nothing from it, which is frustrating, but it is what it is, right? So we have Jalen Brunson to go over this taco. We're going to take this, obviously. Any taco that does happen today, go ahead and just sub that in, right? So there'll probably be some NHL taco. There might be an NFL taco later in the day. Go ahead and just sub that in for the taco of the day. So Jalen Brunson is the first taco. And then we're going to take this college football correlated duo together, okay? So we have Caden, I think his name's Krill, to go under, and we're going to take Cam Cook to go under as well, okay? Now, these guys' lines are extremely low, okay? At 121 yards passing for the entire game, and I'm going to explain why they're so low and why I'm still taking the under here. But I will say, as I talk about a lot of this, the main thing that you guys need to understand is that this is extremely correlated together, okay? So if this guy only gets, let's just say 50 yards, which is definitely a possibility, his running back maybe will only get like 1 catch for 8 yards or something like that. So they'll look like this. Now, if this guy somehow gets like 250 yards, then his running back is probably going to get, 40, 50 of those yards as well, catching the football. And yeah, so again, what I want to say, guys, is I'm going to take the unders. This is what I'm going with. If you're like, man, I cannot in good faith take a guy under 121 yards, go ahead and take the overs then, right? Like, go ahead and take the overs. I'm completely fine if you guys wanted to go ahead and swap it up and take the overs instead. But again, I'm just showing you guys what I want. But again, the under or the over could honestly be argued. But again, I'm going to take the under. But what's important is that you take these guys in the same direction. You would not want to take the quarterback over and the running back under receiving yards. That would make no sense. Hopefully you can understand why. If a quarterback throws for 400 yards, it's likely that everyone on his team is going to go over as well. So why I am taking the under. Again, the under is what I am taking in this game. Why am I taking the under? So I want to explain why with these stats. So I don't go off of these stats too much, but at this point in the season, the stats are really, really good about what teams are dominant on passing defense, what teams are dominant on rushing defense and stuff like that, because there's a lot of data to go off of, right? There's like 12 to 13 games of data. Now, I want to show you guys with Troy here, which is who Jacksonville State is playing. You'll see they are down here. So any team that is allowing under 200 yards a game passing the football is a very, very dominant passing defense, okay? So Troy is right here. Again, they're next to teams like Oklahoma, which is a very good defense. Now, they're not in like the top 10, but even being in the top 25 or the top, 25th percentile or top, fourth top percentile of teams, however you want to, describe that, it's still very, very good in college football just because there are so many teams that are in college football, right? So they're, again, among the likes of Oklahoma, among the likes of, some of these other teams like Northwestern that has a really good defense, Texas Tech, a really solid defense, A&M, very solid defense, Penn State, very solid defense, okay? But then this is passing, of course. If I switch to rushing, so I look at rushing yards per game, and then you would have to scroll all the way down here to Troy, and now they're in kind of the bottom percentile, so to speak, all right? So again, they're not the bottom 10 guys in the league, just like this, but they are in this bottom percentile of the league, allowing 182 yards per game on the ground, okay? And I wanted to show this, but the reason being, guys, is that Cam Cook is the leading rusher in college football. You can look this up. Cam Cook, leading rusher. He has about 1,700 yards, and he is the leading rusher in attempts. So I think this guy, instead of receiving the ball, he is going to probably get 30, if not 35 rushes in this game. They love to run the football. And on top of that, the quarterback, so this guy right here, Caden, he also will sometimes get 15 to 20 rushes, okay? So this is a completely dominant run-first team, right? These guys run the ball more than Army, than Navy, a lot of these teams that are known for running the football over and over and over again, okay? And I think, like I just showed you guys with the defensive stats, they're going to run all over Troy. And if we see Jacksonville State up by 10 points, 17 points, there's a good chance that in the second half, if they're up by 10 points, they do not even throw the ball. Maybe they throw the ball once or twice in the second half, okay? So that's why I'm taking the unders. I think there's a good chance that this guy throws the ball less than 10 times this game, and that's why I'm taking the under, okay? So a long explanation there, but again, it's because of defense, and it's because of what kind of team these guys built, right? If I could probably look at this, right? Rushing yards per game, something like that. Jacksonville State, right? Top 4 in the league. I'm telling you guys, if you look at rush attempts or anything like that, you're going to see that Jacksonville State is number 1 in the league, right? So they're up there again with Navy and Army and everything, right? They're very, very good at running the ball and not so good at passing the ball. So two very distinct play styles in tonight's game. And then I do want to give you guys one more play, which is going to be Victor Wembanyama over 34.5 PRA, guys. I think this is a really, really good play. Obviously, we took the discount already, but he just put up 22 points in 21 minutes against the Knicks. Sorry, not against the Knicks, against the Thunder. So he was on limited minutes last game they played in the NBA Cup semifinals. I think he's going to play a little bit more tonight. Again, it's the finals of the NBA Cup. It's going to be one of those things that's going to be potentially on Wembanyama's resume for the rest of his career, that he did win the NBA Cup. This is also a big bonus to a lot of the starters or players on the Spurs that maybe don't get in as much, right? They don't have as big of a salary. This is a big moment for them. Victor Wembanyama, I think, is going to want to play for his players. I think he's going to play till, he's going to play as much as he can, right? He's on limited minutes tonight, so be aware of that. But I think he might play close to 30 minutes tonight. And he's also playing a worse team. Knicks still a very good team, but you can't argue that the Thunder is the best team in the league. I think they're like 24-2 now. So Thunder, very, very good team. Wembanyama did amazingly well against the Thunder in the 21 minutes he played. So I think he does go over PRA tonight. So this might be a trap, but again, I really like this, and he's been so dominant. If he can get close to 30 minutes tonight, I think this is a really solid, easy pick right here, all right? So here are the plays, guys. I talked about them quite a lot. Hope you guys found some value in today's video. Again, if you want to sign up for ONYX odds, it's a no-brainer to do so. You get $100 in free picks. You can sign up for Sleeper. You can sign up for Underdog. You can sign up for BETR. I have a lot of ways to get into the VIP completely free, and there's probably an app that you guys do not have yet that you can sign up for to get a month free. If you have all these apps already, text me. I have a number of other apps you guys can sign up for and get a month of the VIP free. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you into tomorrow's video, and everyone have a really, really great Tuesday.